do, I got to go up there. You got your phone? I'm going to text you when I do come over here and turn it back off. Yeah.
Test 1 2.
standing for the presentation of colors by our Estill County High School Army JROTC Color Guard, followed by the playing of our national anthem by the Estill County High School Concert Band. To open our ceremony, I would like to welcome Christina Jordan, Class Secretary, to the stage to deliver our opening invocation for the ceremony.
Where's my Okay. Can everybody bow their heads? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for getting us here and guiding us all this way. And give grace and courage to all of the graduates that are now greeted with this special time of graduation. May each of the graduates today feel proud and enjoy celebrating their successes with everyone today. Inspire the graduates to put a good use of all the knowledge, skills, and life lessons they have gained through their education at ECHS. As this chapter has closed and another one eagerly awaits, please pave their roads with opportunities and inspire to live with hope in this incredible journey called life. Please foster within them a continued passion for learning as they journey onward. And thank you for the knowledge we've gained, the friendships we've made, and the dreams and visions we carry in our hearts. Father, we dedicate this celebration to you. We thank you for everything you've done and leading and guiding us all. Amen.
Thank you, Christina. Good afternoon and welcome to the Estill County High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. My name is Josh Yost, and it has been my honor to be the principal for this tremendous group of students during their 4 years of high school. I would first like to introduce our guests on the stage as we begin today's ceremony. We would like to welcome Mr. Charlie Brock to his first Estill County graduation ceremony as our incoming superintendent. Thank you for being here this afternoon. We'd also like to give a special thank you to our current superintendent, Mr. Saylor, for joining us this evening for his final Estill County High School graduation. And of course, we'd like to thank our Estill County School Board members who are here with us today: Board Chair Donna Isfort, Board Vice Chair Brian Covey, Sheila Samples, Tammy Hardy, and Carrie Smallwood. You have all been a tremendous support to our school and students, from our updated athletics facilities to high school upgrades, and today especially air conditioning in the gym. I want to thank you all for the many different ways you've provided for the students and staff of Estill County. We also have with us on the stage today Ms. Tammy Combs, principal of the Estill County Area Technology Center. We want to thank her for being here. Our partnership with Mrs. Combs and her staff has already paid huge dividends for our students, and we're glad that she can join us. And finally, to my two assistant principals, Mrs. Victoria Barnett and Mrs. Tasha Halcomb, thank you for all the many ways you've supported our students, our staff, and me throughout this year. I'm blessed to have you on my team more than you will ever know. There's one more special person I'd like to recognize before we get started, and I'm hoping that she'll stand up when I call her name here in a minute. But for those of you who know her, we have a retirement this year from our Success Academy staff, and that is Miss Susie Napier. Miss Napier, wherever you are. To all the family and friends of the members of the class of 2023, thank you for being here this evening. The end of the school year is always a great time of celebration. We've seen the pictures of kindergarten students that have graduated from Estill Springs and West Irvin. We've seen 5th grade students who will be promoted to middle school, 8th grade students who will be joining us at Estill County High School this fall. But this afternoon, we get to celebrate our ECHS graduates who have persevered through 13 years or more of education to reach this point. Today represents a milestone in their lives and in your lives, families. Thank you for always supporting these graduates. I know you are all as proud of them as we are. At this time, I would like to invite all of the senior band members to please join the band at the side of the stage. They're going to be playing some special music as part of our welcome. Thank you to Mr. Bowles and the concert band for that wonderful performance. Tonight, we celebrate the class of 2023 and their accomplishments as engineers over the past 4 years. District titles, region titles, students advancing to state in numerous clubs and sports competitions, a marching band state title during this year. It's been a tremendous sense of accomplishment for all of our students and athletes over the past 4 years. We want to acknowledge the hard work and dedication these students have shown through their academic accomplishments as well. So students, when I call your group, please stand to be recognized. Students who have achieved a 4.0 GPA or higher during their high school career are wearing a gold cord and are graduating summa cum laude. Will all of these students please stand? Students graduating with a 3.75 to 3.99 GPA are wearing a silver cord and graduating magna cum laude. Will all of those students please stand? And finally, students wearing a black cord have graduated with a 3.5 to 3.74 GPA and are graduating cum laude. Will each of those students please stand? We'd also like to recognize 2 special students who, after their sophomore year, chose to pursue an academic challenge at the Craft Academy at Morehead State for their final 2 years of high school, taking schedules that allowed them to complete 2 years of college while earning their high school diploma from ECHS. Kirsten Kelly and Jacob Winkler, please stand so we can recognize your accomplishment. As I mentioned earlier, one of the major impacts of our school board and Mr. Saylor on our students was the creation of the Estill County Area Technology Center. Thank you to our staff at ECHS, as well as the staff of the Estill Area Technology Center. We have a total of 112 students, or 80% of this graduating class, who are graduating post-secondary ready. Students can gain post-secondary readiness by meeting academic benchmarks, taking dual credit classes, passing into program assessments, or gaining industry certifications. Students who have graduated career ready are wearing a white ribbon with medallion. Students who are graduating academic ready are wearing a blue ribbon. And students who are both academic and career ready are wearing a blue and white ribbon with medallion. Will all of the graduates wearing one of these 3 ribbons please stand? This is a tremendous accomplishment for this class that would not be possible without the partnership between the high school, the ATC, and our Board of Education and Central Office. So thank you to everyone who played a part in this. Finally, I would like to ask everyone up in the audience who either has served or is currently serving in the military to please stand. Thank you for your service to our country and fighting for the freedoms that we enjoy as Americans. We also have a group of students who are going to be joining your ranks. We have 4 graduating seniors who have already enlisted in the military or the National Guard, and we would like to recognize those students. Will those 4 students please stand at this time? To Shelby Adams, David Bullock, Edward Swanson, and Olivia Thomas, thank you all for your service to this country so that we can continue to enjoy our freedoms. We greatly appreciate the sacrifice that you are making. Next, I would like to welcome Class Vice President Brianna Stamper to the podium to provide us with reflections on the class of 2023.
Okay, bear with me, please. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start this by saying thank you to everyone who has joined us on this special day. It'll be a day that we will all remember for the rest of our lives, and I'm so grateful to be standing up here talking to all of you. I also want to thank all of the graduates for the hard work and dedication that each and every one of you have put in to be standing right where you are today. As I look out at all of the people that I've grown up with over the past 13 years, I can't help but think about all we've done together. All the memories we've made, the laughs we've shared, and the tears we've shed. I want to take a moment and remember some of those things that we have done together as a class, just to relive them one last time. For 13 years, we have grown together. We've worked to create memories and navigated this world together. We started out in kindergarten. South Irvin Pre-K Center was where it all started. We would nap, play on the playgrounds, and count on our fingers, which most of us all still do. We graduated kindergarten and moved on to be the grown-ups. Some of us went to West Irvin and others to Estill Springs. Even though we were separated, we all had similar experiences. We attended after-school dances, ate Thanksgiving dinners with our families, and attended field days, which were the best days of our lives. When middle school crept up on us, we were young, but old enough to understand we were slowly starting to actually grow up. Middle school holds some of our best memories and our worst memories. One of those better memories being our 8th grade trip where we went to Chicago and got to experience once-in-a-lifetime things. High school came suddenly. We all knew it would happen eventually, but you never realize it's happening until it actually happens. I have made so many special memories in the building we are sitting in today. The opportunities and experiences this school has given not only to me, but to all of you is something that I think we will all cherish forever. Some of those things being our most recent trip to Washington, D.C. As cliche as it sounds, I feel like this trip brought us all closer somehow. It could have been that we were trapped on a bus for hours together, hours. Or it could have been the food poisoning that most of us got, but you never know. Standing in front of all of you today has given me the opportunity to just say thank you to every single person in this room. Not only have the graduates put in so much effort to be here, but there are always people behind the scenes rooting all of us on. Whether that be a parent who has to deal with all of our bad times, but we're there to experience every single good one, or a teacher who opened up their door for you when you needed them the most. So thank you to everyone who played a role in the graduate successes. The last thing I want to say to all of my fellow graduates is congratulations. I know all of you are going to do great things in the future, and I wish you all the best in your lives. I know this is a bittersweet moment, but as this door closes, another one opens. It is an incredible feeling to grow up, and I'm so lucky to have done it with all of you.
At this time, please welcome Class President Abby Smith to the podium as she delivers our charge to the class.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to begin by saying a huge thank you to all the family members and friends, the ones who are in attendance and the ones who are unfortunately not here today. You were all there for our first steps, our first day of school, and you are now here to support us as we walk across the stage to begin the next phase of our lives. I know for a fact that I would not have the courage to be standing here today without the support system I have at home. So thank you to every family member here. You are the ones who helped to create some of my favorite people in the world, my classmates. Thank you to the staff members, administrations, and others who have helped to make this possible. Every single one of you all have helped to get us this point, whether you taught us math or English, encouraged us when we needed a little bit of support, and always made us feel welcome in our school. Without you all, we would not be the people we are today. To my fellow graduates, we finally did it. The moment we have been dreaming about for 13 years is finally here. Today is no small feat. I hope you never fail to recognize how proud each and every person is for you to achieve this. Every single one of us have worked for this final moment, and it is hard to ignore the determination, patience, perseverance, and sacrifice each one of you all possess. In less than an hour, we will have all walked across this stage, moved our tassels to the other side, and tossed our caps in the air signifying the end of this chapter, a chapter that was challenging yet rewarding, a chapter that has helped shape us into the people we are today. While this chapter is closing, a new one is opening. All of us will be moving on to new adventures, spreading our wings, and using the skills we learned from these years. Some of us will be moving on to higher education and attending colleges and universities like the University of Kentucky, EKU, Western Kentucky University, and even the University of Alabama. These will become our homes for many of us for the next 4 or more years. Others will be using the skills and certifications they earned right here in our Area Technology Center to start careers in healthcare, electrical work, diesel mechanics, and engineering. Looking out at you all, I'm filled with sadness. I'm aware that after today, I may no longer see many of you. I realize that it could be 5, 10, maybe even 20 years before I see you all again. This realization is a painful thought. I will miss the kid I sat next to in Spanish class, the class clown who never failed to put a smile on my face, and even the underclassmen that make me reminisce on my younger years. I'm also filled with anticipation. I have no doubt that every single one of you sitting before me has the potential to succeed and make a difference in this world. I want you all to know that I cannot wait to see every single achievement and know that I'm always cheering you on. As we move on from this time in our lives, it is my hope that you will never forget where you came from. I hope you remember the teacher that impacted your years, the one who never failed to make you smile. I hope you internalize all of Mr. Yost's speeches, where he informed us that we were his kids, and that we could and should never disappoint him. Lastly, I hope you hold on to the memories you have made these past 13 years. I know I will. I want to thank every single one of you all. You all have made the last 13 years of my life the best. I've created some of my favorite memories in these walls. I've created friendships that I hope will last a lifetime. I've cheered through all of our pep rallies and ball games, absorbed our teachers and Mr. Yost's lectures, both educational and inspirational. I have built relationships with many teachers. I know if I call Barry Paul Hatfield in 15 years, he will always be there. And for that, I am eternally grateful. I have driven Mr. Yost almost off the deep end many times, and I know that one day he will miss it. I have walked these halls for 4 years, blissfully unaware of how quickly this time would come, and it would be our last. Most importantly, I have met every single one of you all, and I've shared in the wonderful memories that we have made here. I will hold the memories we've created in my heart, and I will take them with me on the next steps of my journey. No matter where this next chapter takes you, I hope you take advantage of every opportunity that you can. I hope you welcome the good, the bad, and the ugly. These next few years will be challenging, navigating a world we have no idea about. I'm here to assure you that we will make it. I trust that we will all find our place in this crazy world and run with it. I know each and every one of you will achieve greatness in whatever you choose to do in this life. And always remember where you came from. Once an engineer, always an engineer.
Thank you, Abby. Mr. Saylor and members of the Estill County Board of Education, it is my honor and privilege to announce to all of you that each of the graduates before you has met the requirements for graduation set out by our school board and the state of Kentucky. At this time, I'd like to recognize an individual who has served Estill County Schools for the past 8 years. Mr. Saylor has served as superintendent of Estill County Schools, and during his tenure, our schools have seen numerous upgrades and renovations thanks to his tireless efforts for our students. I'd like to thank him for his service to our students and staff and all the long hours he has put in to make sure our students have the best. Mr. Saylor, if you would come forward to deliver your remarks and present the diplomas to our students in the class of 2023.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to first start by talking about our senior class sitting here in front of us. I know they walked in front of us a minute ago, but I want to welcome our senior class before us today. We get to go out together here in my last year in education, and I'm very proud that I've been able to be your superintendent for the last 8 years. When I arrived, you were 5th graders at West Irvin Elementary, and now here you are 8 years later as high school seniors. So I think we are to all make sure this today that we let this graduating class know how much we appreciate them. So let's give it up for our seniors right now. I also want to recognize another very important group of people that's with us today. In a sense, they're graduating too, and that's our parents. You have put in a lot of long hours, you put in a lot of time, and you have made a lot of trips back and forth to school, back and forth to practice, back and forth to different events, and now here sits your child, your baby that's getting ready to graduate here from this high school today. And I'd like for all of our parents and guardians to stand at this time. And seniors, it's your time to thank them for everything that they've done. So parents, if you would stand, and guardians. And seniors, I think you should get up to your feet and give them a round of applause, a standing ovation. What about it? Maybe they're not going to do it. I don't think you all heard me, but I think your parents deserve a standing ovation, so why don't you all rise to your feet and applaud for your parents? Thank you all. I know Mr. Yost has thanked a lot of people here today already, but I would like to thank him, and I would like to thank his staff for the outstanding job that they have done with this group of young people. And I appreciate their efforts very much. And I know, Mr. Yost, that you've worked very hard to work on the culture of this school and to work on the academic progress of this school. And I don't know if y'all heard that number a minute ago. 81% of our seniors are graduating college or career ready. And I believe when I arrived here, we were somewhere in the 40s. That is an absolute wonderful accomplishment, and I appreciate this staff and this principal and his staff for the job that they've done. I think they deserve a round of applause. You know, I stand before you today. I'm completing 38 years in education here on June the 30th, and it's been a long ride. But it's been a fantastic ride. But I want you to know right now that the best 8 years that I've spent in my career have been right here in Estill County, because there was a Board of Education that decided to take a chance on me 8 years ago, and I'm very thankful for that. But in order to be able to accomplish some of the things we've done, we've had to have a lot of cooperation from a lot of people. The first person I want to thank today is sitting right over here with the teachers and the staff, and that's my wife, Gwen. She's sitting over here today, and 8 years ago, I want you to know that she has been an encourager to me. She has encouraged me throughout my entire time here in this school district. She's also been a supporter. She has supported me in the thick and thin. And then she's also been my greatest defender. Everything has not always been easy. There's been a lot of times that we've had to really work hard to fight to accomplish what we wanted to accomplish. And I'm telling you right now, it's always good to be able to go home and know that you've got somebody at home that is there supporting you and taking up for you and encouraging you and loving you, and she's done that each and every day. And I'm so thankful for her for doing that, because she encouraged me when this job came open 8 years ago. She encouraged me to apply for this job. 4 years ago, when I considered retirement at that time, we were right in the middle of all this construction. And at that point in time, she supported me because she knew we had a job that wasn't finished. And she supported me to stay for another 4 years, even though she's been retired and she's been taking care of the house and she's been doing all the chores and she's been putting in the long hours at home that's allowed me to come here and concentrate on my job. And now I get to be able to go home and spend time with her and be able to do the things that we want to do together. And honey, I thank you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad y'all gave me that little bit of an indulgence, because she really deserves a lot of credit for the accomplishments that we've had. I work for a fantastic Board of Education. They're sitting here before us today. And there's other board members that are here, maybe in the crowd today, but I've had the privilege of working for 12 board members. And this just didn't happen by chance. When I got here 8 years ago, I made the statement, every child, every student in the Estill County school system has a destiny to do something great in their lives and the lives of others. And that's my challenge to you all today, is that you need to go and do something great, whatever it may be. Everybody's not going to go to a 4-year college. Everybody's not going to go to graduate school. Some people are going to go straight to work. Others are going to go to the military. There's all kinds of things that's meant to do. And I'm reminded of a Bible verse that said that when you were in your mother's womb, there was a plan for your life. And there's a plan for your life today. And it's up to you to pursue it, to go after it with everything in your being. There's going to be times that it's going to be hard. There's going to be times there's going to be disappointments. You're going to come up against rock walls. You're going to have to knock down a few walls. You're going to have to put forth all the effort. But all I'm asking today is don't give up. We talk a lot about a growth mindset. Doing things and learning how to do things. Failure is not a problem. Quitting is the problem. When you fail at something and then you quit, that's when you've made your biggest mistake. Failing is just learning how to get things right, to do it right, to find the right way, to figure out how to do it. And I'm glad that I've been able to work for a district leadership team over the last 8 years that figured out a way to do it. We figured out a way to do $47 million worth of construction in this school district. We have the finest facilities east of I-75 and south of I-64, and our kids are going to benefit from those facilities for years to come. And I'm thankful for that, and it took a leadership team. It took central office personnel on this board to make that happen, and I'm so very proud of that, and I'm glad we've been able to accomplish that together. Mr. Brock, I welcome you as our next superintendent. I wish you nothing but the best, but I'm letting you know right now, this is a fantastic community. These are fantastic people. We have fantastic students. And I am absolutely blessed to have had the opportunity for the last 8 years, and I wish you many years of good fortune here in the Estill County school system. Now for two last things before we award these diplomas. I never thought I'd be able to stand before you today and said, you know, it's a little cold in here. I mean, isn't this a beautiful facility? And now we don't have to worry about going out in that heat on the football field, and we don't have to worry about a thunderstorm that's going to come up, and we've got to rush inside and it be 95 degrees. And one last thing, just in case you all didn't know it, this is a program. It has all the information in it from the graduating class and their staff members and all that. There's a lot of good information in here. You really didn't know what this was in the past because you're too busy fanning with it to ever take the chance to look at it. So I am so happy that I get to go out with this graduating class. I've been to 31 graduations in 38 years, and this graduation here I will always remember because you all will always hold a special place in my heart. I appreciate you, and it's been a pleasure being your superintendent. Thank you.
Abby Lynn Smith. Brianna Lucille Stamper. Christina Leanne Jordan. Landon Todd Harrison. Malia Ann Abney. Andrew Adams. Shelby David Adams. Peyton Lou Mackenzie Alexander. Asia Jean Andrews. Rachel Elizabeth Faith Arthur. Tristan Lane Arvin. Jasmine Marie Teresa Azevedo. Colburn Trace Babb. Bryson Cole Baber. Jenna Ray Bailey. Levi Jeffrey Jaden Bailey.
Addison Beard. Cade Benton. Dawson Tucker Bishop. Summer Renee Bosman. Emma Grace Bowen. Evelyn Nicole Brandenburg. Alexander Brasher. David James Bullock. Trey Burns. Jalen Brianne Call. Elijah Glenn Cantor. Michael Blake Cantor. Jalen Dean Carnes. Alyssa Reagan Clark. Randy Leanne Coffey. Cadence Paige Combs.
Patrick Nathaniel Conley. Daniel Ray Connor. Landon Coomer. Wendy K. Cornett. Tanner Monroe Cox. Carly Michelle Crow. Isaiah George Daylor. Alex Scott Dixon. Brooke Faith Dotson. Oren Draco Lewis Duke. Sarah Michelle Epperson. Brennan Estes. Caitlin Bell Dolly Estes. Matthew Isaiah Estes. Taylor Sylvain Farrow. Ashley Renee Flynn.
Michael Hunter Flynn. Robert Thomas Forehand. Allison Faith Frazier. Riley Dawn Friend. Kennedy J. Gabbard. Izzy Gibson. Caden Riley Godby. Heather Marie Gray. Colin Ray Gregory. Ava Gruden. J.C. Lynn Hale. Landon Clay Hammonds. Blake Andrew Hardy. Carmen Diane Charday Hardy. Marlo Sutton Hardy. Caleb Victor Scott Harkins.
Haley Renee Harris. Gabriella Riley Jean Hobbs. Emma Grace Howell. Dominic Johnson. Kenneth Jones II. Waylon Jordan. Kirsten Renee Kelly. Landon Knox. Madison Tyler Long. Mackenzie Taylor Long. Michaela Faith Mahoney. Africa Mancebo Alvarez. Hallie Renee Mans. Andrew Wayne Markham. Ethan Wayne Martin. Elijah Keith McIntosh.
Kaylee Joe McIntosh. Alexandria Rain Moore. Michaela Jade Mosley. Alyssa Lynn Muncie. Macy Elizabeth Muncie. Haley Paige Neal. Ashley Marie Newkirk. Ethan James Robert Nichols. Natalie Cheyenne Norton. Brianna Nugget Nugent. Jamie Lynn Dakota Owens. Debrianna Leanne Powell. Marley Joe Powell. Ramsey Ryan Powell. Jackson Lee Reed. Ethan Scott Reeves.
Ashton Tate Richardson. Austin Dawn Richardson. Bailey Rylan Riddle. Kennedy Elizabeth Riddle. Skylar Paige Riley. James Ethan Ritchie. Jadelyn Shay Roberts. Caleb Garrett Lee Ross. Piper Faith Samples. Haley Elizabeth Scudder. Braden Gerald Schumann. William Lane Short. Faith Renee Smith. Lane Wayne Sparks. Landon Wayne Sparks. Madison Ann Stuber. Tank Stevens.
Carl Dylan Swanger. Edward Dennis Swanson. Elizabeth Sue Swanson. Jimmy Wayne Taylor. Gavin Martin Thacker. Olivia Grace Thomas. Augustus Timblin. Chesney Lauren Tipton. Emily Lynn Tipton. Caleb Elijah Tipton. Lacey Mae Tipton. Ethan Scott Towney Townsend. Joshua Matthew Townsend. Jessie Marie Tuttle. Caitlin Vester. James Braden Waddle.
Kai Waldrop. Mackenzie Dawn Walling. Madison Elizabeth Walters. Justin Levi Watkins. Clarissa Aubrey Ann Weisbrot. Aaron Edward Williams. Luke Brody Williams. Jacob Ryan Winkler. Zachary Michael Wiseman. Caleb Austin Witt. Kirsten Michelle Young. Layla Grace Young.
As you all can tell, I've got a very special relationship with this group of students. I've not just been their principal for the last 4 years of high school, but I want to thank Miss Andrea Williams for 5 years ago taking a chance on a kid who had really no administrative experience and asking me to be her assistant principal at the middle school when these kids were in 8th grade. So Miss Williams, wherever you're hiding, thank you very much for that. Thank you.
You're all right, man. Come on.
All right. Class of 2023, on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of ECHS, I want to congratulate you on reaching this achievement in your lives. I promise I will keep this short, but I did promise you would get one last speech that either I've been famous or infamous for, depending on your point of view. It is extremely difficult to say goodbye to students that have been a part of your life for 5 years. I've not known Estill County without you all. I blinked, and my kids, the 8th grade students I knew as assistant principal at the middle school, are now adults. We've seen a lot together during these past 5 years. We've experienced the best of times and the worst of times. We've gone through COVID together. We've seen the loss of Mr. John Potts and Coach Blake Crow in 2021. They say each generation is defined by some moment that changes everything. For you, the class of 2023, you've had many defining moments, and you've come through them all stronger and more prepared for whatever the world throws your way. Take that lesson with you as you go out into the world. Always, always celebrate the good times, because those are the moments you will treasure forever, and you never want to take them for granted. When the bad times come, fight through them. You've done it before, you've won, and you will do it again. The bad times don't last. You've seen that with the senior year that meant a return to normalcy, with senior trip, prom, and the greatest flow party I think has ever happened in Estill County High School history. I'm not sure who has grown more over the past 5 years, you all or me. But what I do know is that you all have made me extremely proud as your principal, and I will never forget all of the important lessons that you have taught me as a class. Thank you all for being an incredible senior class. I love you all. At this time, I would like to invite Landon Harrison, class treasurer, to the stage to give the senior class farewell.
So, we made it. Yay. Good job to us. But seriously though, everyone, if our academic career was a road we started walking side by side over more than a decade ago now, 13 years to be exact, this is it. Some of us walked the road, some of us kind of sprinted, and frankly, some of us took some weird, bewildering detours along the way. Regardless of how exactly we traveled this path of ours, we've reached this point where we stand now, together in unison. And with our tired, perhaps even jaded eyes, we see the end of a journey. We are graduates. That's that, right? Well, I suppose so. But the truth of the matter is that we're all just starting life properly. We reach the end of a road only to find a highway that reaches even more than we realized was out there. Right here, in this moment, our very paths have formed one coalescing road. Every step we took, different from the individual to either side of us. Every step after is much the same. The road for all of us may look a little different, just like it always has been. But we're walking it together as individuals. As we move forward, our paths may coalesce again, or we may become the stars that form the far-off constellations. In any case, our journey thus far is an experience I won't soon forget. Thank you all for coming, and of course, a final congratulations to you, my fellow seniors. Have a good afternoon, and even everybody. So thank you. Woo. Now I'm glad that went well.
Graduates, please stand. Mr. Saylor did this earlier, but I want to do it one more time. Take a moment, look around this gym. You are surrounded by people who have loved you, supported you, and cared for you to help you each reach this point in your lives. First, let's take a moment to thank your parents, guardians, and families that have helped you reach your high school graduation. Second, to my wonderful crew over here, let's take a moment to thank your teachers, staff, fellow administrators, school board members, elementary teachers, middle school teachers. If you taught these students in elementary or middle school, I'd like you to stand at this time as well. Class of 2023, you have persevered, you have achieved, and you have earned the right to now be called alumni of Estill County High School. As you walked in tonight, the tassel on your cap is on the right side. At this time, I ask you to move the tassel from the right to the left side, signifying your transition from student to the next step of your life as an adult. Senior band members, if you'd like to make your way over to Mr. Bowles one last time, it's only fitting that you end your careers with what we all love the most. Graduates, it has truly been my pleasure to work with you all for the last 5 years. You've risen to the occasion, you've defied all odds, and you are ready to head out into the world. Always carry with you the lessons you've learned during your times as engineers. Do your best, work hard at everything you do in life, follow your hearts, be kind to others, and always seek out opportunities to serve. And of course, always remember you are always welcome back home, because once an engineer, always an engineer. Congratulations.